Alright, so it's the next day. I got the car running last night. It's currently at the alignment shop getting an alignment. I really didn't record anything last night driving it because I was kind of just watching all the gauges and kind of need two hands to drive a manual. So anyways, it's currently getting alignment. I picked up the bumper. I also got this piece back, the third brake light put in. So that'll go on today when I get the car back. For now, I want to get this fixed. This is the grille and the fog lights. And there's a little bit of damage here. I've already kind of pushed most of these back into place, but these are cracked along here. And there's just a couple of breaks here. So I'm gonna go ahead and hot staple that back together and get this ready to go back in. So once I get the bumper in here, it's just out there in the truck. I can go ahead and reassemble all this, put it on the car. It'll be pretty complete. I do have broken fog light. So there may be a way I can use like a Cadillac SRX light. I know they fit the Caprices. The downside is these are actually like HSV, branded fog lights. So it won't be correct, but at least it'll work until I can find the correct one anyway. But I don't know, not a big priority. But I'll go ahead and fix this. Jumping ahead a bunch this time. I've kind of been in a rush. I've been a little behind waiting on parts, but as you can see, the whole front end's together. It's on the car now. I got the grill in. Pretty much the whole body's together. There is this gap right here. These tabs are damaged, so I'm probably gonna order the little fix-it brackets that you glue in place. They're pretty neat. Splash panel's kind of screwed up. You can't really see it that well, but this one over here also got a little messed up because I was driving it around without the front end on. So there's a bit of a hole right here, but not too bad. I'll get new splash panels later on. I'm not super worried about it. But since you last saw the car, it actually starts with the key properly. I can hit the button and it fires up. Before it was doing this weird delay where I had to hold it for 8 seconds, and I don't know, it's a long story. Chased the electrical issues for a couple days, finally fixed it. It ended up being the connector under the hood over here between the fuse box and the fender. It was just corroded, so I just kind of unplugged it, plugged it back in 3 times, and that actually fixed it. So that's cool. Yeah, got exhaust done. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I don't have a light on me, but there's tubes under there now. So it's headers into a 3-inch Speed Engineering X pipe, full 3-inch to the axle, drops down to 2.5 to make the bend, and then 2 1/4 into the factory mufflers. So these are actually active. They actually get a little quieter, which is kind of neat. So wanted to keep that. It sounds really good. There's no drone. I'll put in a video probably right here of the audio. Because I'm not starting it up in the garage. So anyways, the paint on this is pretty good. There is some trash in it. I'll probably have the body shop fix that. There's just some spots where it's kind of tall. It's hard to find. You're not really gonna see it on camera, but there are a few spots I might have them fix. The roof's a little faded. The hood's probably some of the worst. There's a splotching all over it. Now I've washed this thing like 4 times. I've hit it with a clay bar twice, and this stuff just does not want to come up. So I don't know what it is. If it's like baked on sap or something, I'm really not sure. But I'm gonna try alcohol again today. And I'm gonna try polishing it out because the paint's also just kind of faded, kind of swirled. The fenders and doors aren't too bad. There's a little bit of that tree sap looking stuff on there. And of course there's scratches behind the door handles like every car. But otherwise it's not too bad. The only other 2 bad spots are right here, where paint is just flaking off. I'm gonna fill this with as much touch-up paint as possible to make it look okay for now. Eventually this whole tailgate's gonna need to be resprayed because that's just very poorly prepped, I guess. And then the other spot is right here by the fuel fill. There's some scratches there. And there's also this stuff that's like running out from there. It doesn't really come off with a regular wash, but it looks like it wants to come off, so I think some alcohol should get that off there. And then I'm just gonna try to polish the whole thing. A real quick paint correction, basically just to kind of see where I'm at, because A lot of this is actually savable. It's just kind of swirled and faded and has all this gunk on it, but we'll see. The glass is good. I'm not going to do any polishing on that or anything. There is some spots like around here under the blades where it's kind of scaly, so I'm going to razor blade that off. But I'm also not going to ceramic coat this because I'm planning on wrapping it in the next few months. So I might put a wax on it, something that's pretty easy to move, but I don't know, we'll see. I'll go ahead and time lapse me making this not look so terrible. Alright, went ahead and did the first pass, so you can kind of see here where the tape line was. That was this right here. Yeah, big difference. That was just one pass with pretty much my go-to product, Sonic Perfect Finish. This basically starts as a cut compound and kind of reduces to a finishing compound as you work it. So basically like a one-step paint correction. It's not perfect, it's not great for really deep stuff, but something like this where I kind of just want to see how the paint is, it works out pretty well. And again, it's only one pass and most everything's already gone. There's still some scale left, so I'm gonna hit it again, but you can see where it started. I want to go ahead and hit basically the whole thing at least once with this, and then I'll kind of decide from there where I want to go with it. But yeah, looks like I might be able to save this. So I just went over basically the entire car with a single stage. I didn't do any of this trim here or the hard lid or the front bumper because those were all repainted recently. So to do everything else, sections like this are just paint missing from rock chips, so ultimately it'll have to be resprayed, but I should be able to wrap over that no problem. A few spots like this that are, you know, pretty deeply scratched. Of course there's dents all over it, you can kind of see there. So I gotta find a good PDR guy. I'm currently touching up this section here. You can kind of see that blurry spot. That was all white. That's where that paint fell off. So I'm touching it up and I'm gonna do another coat, probably block sand it and then clear it. A few of the spots on here I'm touching up as well. And then there's a spot here that was pretty bad. Right about here that was a bunch of missing paint. So I touched that up as well. I'm gonna let it fully cure, then I'll clear over it. But otherwise I'm pretty happy with it. You can see kind of the same damage here. And the side skirts are pretty bad down here. Hard to see because the lighting is kind of weak, but they're just kind of rock chipped, so they'll probably need to be resprayed, but I should be able to wrap over them, no problem. And there's one section here I totally forgot about until just now. It's got rust in it, so I need to sand that out and then I can touch it up, but I guess I'll do that another day. I don't really feel like doing it right now, but everything else came out pretty good except for the scum on the hood. It's still there. No clue what it is. I gotta find some chemical to get it off. or maybe just respray the hood. I'm really not even sure. Pretty good progress. I'm pretty happy with it. It's a lot more presentable than it was, that's for sure. So all I need now is swap the AC compressor, get the tune dialed in, probably throw a coat of wax on this, and then it's pretty much ready to go. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna go wash up my polishing pad and probably do one more coat of black on the tailgate back here, and that'll pretty much be it. So yeah, I'm gonna do one more coat of that, make sure it's fully covered, and then I'll come back probably next week and block sand it. So yep, gonna call it there. Yep.